Yesterday, House Judiciary Committee Chairman Jim Jordan made a bombshell announcement that Alphabet, the parent company of tech giants Google and YouTube, will be reinstating those banned for political speech related to election integrity and those who were also banned in the wake of all of the COVID-19 debates and discussions online. In a letter to the committee, Alphabet's counsel wrote the company terminated channels for repeatedly violating community guidelines on election integrity through 2023 and COVID-19 through 2024. Reflecting the company's commitment to free expression, YouTube will provide an opportunity for all creators to rejoin the platform. Alphabet also admitted for the first time that they faced censorship pressure under the guise of combating misinformation from the Biden administration. They even attacked Europe's draconian censorship laws and warned about the chilling effect it could have on their platform. Without question, this is one of the biggest free speech wins we've had since Elon Musk bought Twitter. Conservatives and truth tellers will be regaining access to more than 2 billion people who use YouTube each month. Now, we give credit to Alphabet. They're doing exactly what was asked. They're owning up to past mistakes, taking action to rectify it, and saying that they will alert about future threats. The reality is that the country could be less divided, better informed, and more free if the rest of Silicon Valley followed their lead. And we certainly hope they do. President of the American Principles Project, Terry Schilling, joins us tonight to tell us more. So, Terry, when I saw this decision from Alphabet to re-platform people on YouTube, I was encouraged that it was a sign of good corporate citizenship. What was your take?
No, I think this is a good sign. Frankly, I don't think it's enough. We do need to get conservatives back on every single platform we possibly can. Our country's at stake, Mac. You know that better than anyone. But I think we need to go a little bit further and get more out of them. Google did so much to hurt the conservative movement. They deplatformed APP even over our women's sports issue. They took off Steve Bannon. You know, they have to make up for this. They can't just say, we're sorry, we're going to let you back on. You have to make up for it if you want conservatives to trust you again.
That trust is an important thing to establish. And the thing that really struck me was the pressure from the Biden White House. This is something we learned from the first time through Jim Jordan and the House Judiciary Committee, that there really was a lot of effort to try to get these bans put into place. Does that worry you about the just condition of the First Amendment?
Well, Matt, it does worry me, but it worries me more about the entire country and the state of corporate America. I do think, you know, frankly, we've seen what the Google employees, how they think, how they operate. I think it's something like 99% of all donations that come from Google employees go to Democrats. There's not a lot of open-mindedness at Google. They're very closed-minded. So when they try to blame the Biden administration for putting pressure on them, I think they really didn't have to twist their arms that hard to get them to go along with censoring conservatives. I think that the bigger problem, Matt, the bigger threat to the First Amendment is that you had one of the world's biggest corporations in agreement with censoring conservatives. I don't think they were really that much against. I don't think there was that much pressure that had to be put on these guys to get them to censor us.
The COVID-19 censorship acts were particularly egregious because people were being censored for telling the truth. If people just shared accurate side effects of the vaccines, they were taken down. When it is true information that is being removed at the behest of the government, it makes you wonder whether or not that's a time we'll ever revisit. Do you think that that is now past us with this reckoning from Google, or do you think we have to remain vigilant going forward?
I think we have to remain vigilant going forward, Matt. As always, that's the price of liberty is eternal vigilance, as Thomas Jefferson said. But the reality is that Google deplatformed people. There are people online that were good streamers, that had good shows that, as you said, were telling the truth. And they got deplatformed, which means they couldn't make their money anymore. A lot of people make their livelihoods off of Google and off of YouTube, and they took that away. So they've got to make some type of reparation here to get these guys back up to speed. But until then, I think that there should be more investigations and more pressure put on Google to make America right, and so that there has to be some consequences to this, Matt. Because if there aren't, they're going to continue to do this in the future if we let them get away with it.
Yeah, our sincere hope is that this is a durable move, that they saw the error of their ways. And like, I do think it's important to create some space for corporate giants to like come back home. And if it's never enough what they do when they are working to remediate, you risk calcifying existing positions. So for the time being, I'm incredibly grateful that Google is putting these folks back on. I think this never should have happened, and I hope that we've sort of learned our lesson and never have to do it again. Terry Schilling, the president of the American Principles Project, thanks as always for coming on and sharing your expertise.
Thanks, Matt.
For all our viewers asking where One America News is heading in the future, we would like to introduce you to OAN Live. OAN Live is the best way to stay up to date on all of the hard-hitting, straight-shooting, national and international headlines. And the best part is, OAN Live is only $4.99 per month. All the credible, honest, unbiased reporting One America News offers at a fraction of the cost of cable. Just go to OANN.com to easily sign up for OAN Live and stay informed.